Well, that was good timing.
That music is different from your regular?
Not my music.
Oh, okay.
Any special requests tonight from you guys? We got a small class. What was that? Brain?
Yeah.
Who's going to do the ending?
What's that? Oh,
Yeah, it won't be
Chris.
me.
Yeah.
In this final scene?
That's his shtick. All right, so as you guys get settled in, I'll just have the rest of you come down onto your backs to start. Take relaxation. And start to settle in. Settle into your body. Settle into your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of the belly. Feel the expansion and contraction happening through the rib cage. And feel that very subtle movement that happens right there in that very uppermost portion of the chest around the collarbones as you breathe in and out as well. Just take a moment to let go of the day. Good or bad, busy or quiet. Try to set it aside for the next hour. Be fully present, fully immersed, fully in the moment. So how deeply can you breathe now? How much expansion can you get into the lungs? Maybe it's a little bit more than usual. Or maybe you're working up to that. But if we continue to work on improving the depth of our breath over time with effort, the length of the breath will increase. It will slow down. Perhaps you can even notice the difference from when you first began your yoga practice to now, how different the breath seems. So continue to work at that. Always making it your goal to expand the breath a little bit more. Noticing all the sounds coming around. The sound of the cicadas, the sound of the water from the pond. The sound of traffic. Be aware of all the sounds. And really start to focus on the sound of your own breath now if you can. Try to hear it, both as you inhale and as you exhale. Now simply slide your legs together and stretch your arms over your head. And take a long, deep breath in. Stretch the body really, really long. As you exhale, walk your feet over to the right a little bit. curve your upper body a little bit to the right, creating a crescent shape, keeping the shoulders down on the ground. Your head can even turn to the right if you'd like. You can cross the right ankle over the left or the left over the right if that feels good. And just feel that stretch through the left side of your body. Take another deep breath in. See if you can stretch a little bit longer as you exhale. Let the upper body come back to center. Let the legs uncross as the feet come back to center. And now walk your feet to the left. Let your upper body curve to the left. And if you crossed your legs on the opposite side, just do the opposite now. Maybe the head is turning a little to the left as you open up the right side and compress the left side. Good. Take another inhale. Stretch it out a little longer. As you exhale, uncross the legs. Let your upper body come back to center. Let your feet walk to center. Take another deep breath in. Stretch the body. And then release the arms down to your sides. Draw your knees into your chest. Take a grip on the front of those knees or shins and just rock from side to side, massaging your back. Good, roll back to center. Extend both arms and both legs straight up in the air above you. Turn your palms to face each other. Flex your feet. So the hands are shoulder distance. Draw your shoulders back down towards the ground. And feel the entire length of your spine really settling towards the earth. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Circle your ankles and your wrists. And the other way as well. And then extend through those limbs. Really stretch up through the soles of the feet and the tips of those fingers. Take another deep breath in, and as you exhale, let your knees melt into your chest. Wrap the arms around the legs and draw your forehead up towards your knees. Take a deep breath in, squeeze yourself into a tight little ball. Squeeze, 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 and relax. Lower the head. Take a grip on the back of your thighs. Roll up and down the length of your spine a few times. And then roll all the way up to seated. Sit comfortably, cross-legged. Hands on the knees, on the thighs, or resting down in the lap. Try to squeeze gently between those shoulder blades. Imagining a string attached at the crown of your head, gently pulling you upwards. And with the downward pull of gravity, let the lower half of your body just be heavy and rooted. And we start to link our breath together. So we inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, inhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, exhale, 2, 3, 4, retain, 2, 3, 4, inhale, and hold, Exhale, slowly empty the lungs and hold. Inhale. And hold. Exhale. And hold. Inhale. Retain. Exhale. Retain. Last retention. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. We're going to do 2 rounds of Kapalabhati. We'll start with 30 pumpings in our first round. We'll try to take it to 40 pumpings in the second round. We'll do a short retention between rounds and we'll do a longer retention at the end. If you need to adjust your legs, do so. If you find it helpful when we do Kapalabhati to just have one hand on the belly so you can feel that pumping action at the diaphragm, that can be helpful if you're not as familiar with it. So we'll inhale and exhale completely. We'll begin on our third. Let's inhale and exhale. Inhaling to prepare and begin. Once you've finished your 30 pumpings, it's a full inhale and a full exhale. Inhale and exhale. So let's inhale this time, fill the lungs up about 3/4 of the way, and then hold the breath. Four, 3, 2, 1, exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. We're preparing for 40 pumpings this time. Inhale. And begin. When you're done the 40 rounds, breathe deeply. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, preparing for our retention. Inhale, fill the lungs up 3/4 of the way. And hold comfortably Do the best that you can. If you need to release the air early, do so comfortably so you're not straining or struggling in any way. Try to elongate the spine. Relax the shoulders, soften the face. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the air and breathe deeply. Good. Make your way into child's pose for a moment, stretching out the low back here, letting the hips fall back to the heels. Hands can reach forward, arms can relax beside you. Good. Just let those hips sway from side to side a few times. And as your hips come back to center, reach the arms forward. Pull yourself up to your hands and your knees, preparing for a few rounds of cow and cat. When you're ready, move through those postures, lifting the chin and the tail on the inhale, tucking the chin and the tail on the exhale. Try to go as slowly as your breath will let you. Maybe even close your eyes. Notice where you're holding tension in the body. Notice what you're feeling through the low back from that period of sitting. Ankles are directly behind the knees. Knees either back underneath the frontal hip bones or the back sitting bones. Try to lengthen the sides of the body. Inhaling one last time. Full exhale, round it all out. Coming back to table, tucking the toes. Inhale, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Start to walk those feet up and down. Relax your head, just let it hang. Press both heels down at the same time. And then walk your hands to your feet. Let all the weight settle into those feet and legs and just hang in a ragdoll forward fold. The arms are heavy. The head is just dangling there like a ripe piece of fruit. Give the head a little shake as though saying no. Nod the head yes. And then relax. Try to have just as much weight in your toes as you have back in your heels. And then try to look at your feet as you start to walk your hands forward. And if you by chance walked your feet forward last time, just reverse it. We want to be back in our down dog, pushing the chest back, pressing the heels down. Inhale, come forward to the top of a push-up. Draw in through the low belly. Press the earth away. Look forward as you inhale. Lower with control. Elbows hug the sides. Curl into your cobra. And breathe, pulling the heart forward. Heavy through those feet. Take another inhale. Tuck the toes, press up and back to downward dog. Good, let's inhale onto the toes, look forward, and this time bring your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, halfway up, elongate the spine. Exhale, fold, chest to thighs. Last time, inhale. And exhale, fold. And breathe. Good. Bend the knees, tuck the chin, and take several breaths to roll up to standing. Nice and slow. Coming into that mid-back maybe. As you work into the upper back, the legs can start to straighten as you push the earth away. Palms roll open. Lift through the crown. Inhale deeply. Exhale, hands to prayer. Inhale, circle the arms up. Look up. Palms open, swan dive forward. Inhale, come up halfway and lengthen. Plant your hands, step back to the top of a push-up. Set your right knee down and bring your right hand in. Pivot and plant that left foot, and as you inhale, reach the left arm to the sky. Turn the palm forward, reach the arm over the ear. Stretch out that whole left side of the body here. Spiraling your chest, open to the left. Good, let's inhale, left arm up. As you exhale, look down, lower the hand and lower the knee. Bring the left hand in line with the knee, straighten the right leg, plant the foot. When you're ready, inhale, take the right arm to the sky, turn the palm forward, arm reaches over the ear. Keep spiraling your chest, open to the right. Gripping with that left hand, fingers spread wide. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Exhale, look down, lower the hand down, widen your hands to shoulder distance. Right toes are tucked, step the left foot back to join it. You're at the top of a push-up, press up and back to downward dog. And just take a moment here, stretch it out. Good, inhale onto the toes. Bend the knees, lower your knees almost to the ground, and then inhale onto the toes, straighten the legs, hips high, chest back, press both heels down. Good, inhale onto the toes, look forward, start to lower your knees towards the ground. Inhale, lift the hips up, straighten the legs, look back, push the chest back, and press those heels down. Let's do that one more time. Inhale on the toes. Look forward, bend the knees, lower them 1 inch off the ground. Inhale, come all the way up, push the chest back, and lower those heels. Good, inhale onto the toes, soft knees, look forward. This time bring your feet all the way forward. Inhale, take the flat back. And exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale, circle the arms up and look up. Palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to your heart. Inhale, circle the arms up. Look forward and lean to your right. Inhale to center. Exhale, left. Inhale, back up, reach up, look up. Take the back bend as you exhale. Inhale, come all the way up. This time, reach forward and fold all the way down. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Take a grip on the ankles or the calves and pull yourself down and breathe. Try to let your toes continue to take just as much weight as your heels. Letting that blood flow come down to the brain in this head-low posture. Good. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, plant your hands shoulder distance apart and step back to the top of a push-up. Good. Inhale, look slightly ahead. Exhale, lower slow. Inhale, curl to cobra. And breathe. Pull the chest forward, stretch those toes back. Take another inhale, come up even higher. Tuck your toes, press up and back to downward dog. And breathe here. Inhale, let your right leg lift up behind you, keeping your hips as level as possible. Flex that right foot and spread your toes. Inhale that right leg a little higher and take a big step forward with that right foot. Make sure your feet are hip distance width apart as you drop into that low runner's lunge. Looking out past the top edge of your mat as you breathe. Right hip draws back, left hip pulls forward. Good. Can you straighten your right leg? You may need to walk the hands back to maintain shoulder over wrist. Roll the weight to the inside of that right foot as much as you can. Pull that left hip forward, shift that right hip back, and fold now over those straight, or as straight as you can get them, legs. Good. As you inhale, lift your chin, and as you exhale, rebend that right knee. If you walk the hands back, bring them forward, plant both palms flat. Step your right foot back to meet your left. Hips to the sky, downward dog. Good. See if you can inhale that left leg up slowly. Keep those hips level. Both arms are strong and straight. Inhale that left leg even higher, and then a big step forward with that left foot. Take that long runner's lunge. Pull the left hip back and shift the right hip forward. And now we start to straighten out the left leg, just as best we can. Maybe the hands need to curl back a little bit. Stay on the ball of the back foot, and then lengthen the spine as you inhale. Melt chest to thigh as you exhale. Relax your head. Press into that left big toe and that inner left heel. On your next inhale, lift the chin as you exhale. Come back into your lunge. Now this time we're going to step the right foot all the way up to join the left and fold at the top of our mat. And just hang here. Relax your head. Let your arms just be heavy and dangle. Take the arms, circle them around behind the back, make a fist with the hands, squeeze the shoulder blades together, stretch the arms up to the sky, and then draw the arms away from the back. Try to have just as much weight in your toes as your heels. Good. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, relax the arms all the way down. Bend the knees, tuck the chin. Inhale, begin to roll up over several breaths, stacking one vertebra at a time. We eventually all meet in Tadasana, standing at the top of our mat. Give a little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Bring your hands to your hips as you lift your right toes off the ground, fan them out, and then relax the toes down to the earth. Come onto the ball of your left foot and slide your left foot right in next to your right. And imagine your left leg was a gate. Swing that knee out to the side, bringing your foot to your ankle, to your calf, or right into your inner thigh as we move towards our tree pose, making sure there's absolutely no side pressure on the knee joint whatsoever. Keeping those hips as level with each other as you can, bring your palms together, your hands at your heart. So what type of tree would you like to be today? Are you going to have big, tall branches lifting the arms? Is it narrow with the hands together or the arms opening wide? Find that place to take your tree pose today. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, let your palms come back towards each other, hands to the heart. Hands slowly travel to the hips. Left knee points forward, and we set the left foot down. And then take the weight out of the right foot and give the right leg a gentle shake. And then stand evenly in both feet for a moment, noticing how the right leg feels in comparison to the left. And lift your left toes off the ground, fan them out. Relax them down. Hands on the hips, we come onto the ball of the right foot, sliding the right foot in directly next to that left. And then swing the knee open to the right like a gate. And find that place to take that right foot that feels comfortably uncomfortable for you. Try to keep your hips as level with each other as you can. Try not to put any pressure on the knee. Starting with our hands at our heart, try to grow the tree taller by lifting up through the crown to begin. And then what did you do with your arms on the right side? Can you do the same thing then on the left side, keeping things very balanced and even? Try to straighten the arms as much as you can without lifting the shoulders towards the ears. Drawing that right knee back, keep tucking the tail. Take another deep breath in. As you exhale, start to bring your palms towards one another as your hands travel back to your heart. Bring your hands to your hips. Point your right knee forward. Set your right foot down. Pick up the left foot. Give the left leg a gentle shake. And then standing in Tadasana, arms relaxed and at the sides. Give a little squeeze between those shoulder blades. Good. Take a big step out with your left foot, turning to the west. We're going to pigeon toe our feet with one leg's length in between them. Hands on the hips. Lift through the crown. Take a deep breath in. Grow tall. The knees are slightly soft as you hinge from the hips and start to fold. Keep your hands on your hips. Relax your head. Give a little squeeze between the shoulder blades as you draw the elbows towards each other, and then bring a little weight into your toes. Try to keep your hips coming forward in line with your ankles. Take another deep breath in and exhale. Release your palms to the ground, shoulder distance apart. Crawl those hands back as far as they'll go and pull yourself down just a little bit further. Inhale, walk the hands forward, rise to your fingerprints, little bend to the knees, hands to the hips. Inhale, come all the way up, turn your right toes out. Slide your left heel back. Arms to a T, look down the right arm and start to reach over that right leg, tipping into your triangle. Maybe you can look up at your left thumb. Maybe you want the challenge of working with your eyes closed. Try to send the crown of your head towards the river. Really root down through the outer edge of your left foot. Take another inhale. Exhale, look down to the right foot. Inhale all the way up. Turn your right toes in. Turn your left toes out. Slide just the right heel back. Look down the left arm now. Start to reach out over that straight left leg. And then tip into your triangle. Reach those right fingers up to the sky. And if you can, look up to that thumb. Now send the crown of the head towards Riverside Drive. And really press the outer edge of your right foot firmly into your mat. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, look down to that left foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your left toes in. Turn your right toes out. Step the left foot to join the right. Bring your hands to your heart. Close the eyes. Breathe deeply. Good. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Turn the palms out, swan dive over the legs. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Plant your hands, step back to the top of a push-up. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower all the way down to your belly and your forehead. Clasp your hands behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you work towards straightening the arms. Inhale, send the chin forward, lift through the back of the head. Now try to take your arms just away from the body by about an inch. Keep extending the knuckles towards the heels. Continue to breathe. Take another inhale, lift the chest up even higher and lower down slowly. Unclasp the hands, stack your palms, turn your head to the right. Let your big toes come together, let your heels fall apart. And just breathe here. Good. Bring your ankles together, bring your head to center. Come up to your forearms and adjust the upper body into Sphinx. Separate your feet to hip distance. Extend your toes back. Pull your heart forward. If having your elbows right under your shoulders is causing a bit of hunching there, slide the elbows a little further forward. See if you can really elongate the neck. Lift through the crown of the head as you close your eyes. And try to pull your heart forward, try to stretch your toes back. How much can you lengthen your spine in this posture? How slow can you get your breath to go? Good, take one more inhale. Exhale, widen the elbows, lower the chest, stack your palms, turn your head to the left, lay on that right ear. Let your big toes touch, let your heels fall apart. Maybe you're wiggling the hips a few times to relax the low back if that feels good. Good. When you're ready, inhale, come up onto your forearms. And what we're going to do is take our left forearm and turn it so it's parallel with the top edge of our mat. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand back and catch a hold of the top of the foot. So press into that left forearm. If your arm needs to come forward a little bit because your shoulders are hunching, try to bring your thighs together. And try to pull your heel now towards your right buttock. Press the earth away through that left forearm. Take another inhale. Release the foot. Bring your right arm now to where your left just was. Bend your left knee and reach back for that left foot. Start to draw the heel towards the buttock. Press through that right arm, lengthen your spine. Feel that stretch in your quad. Take one more inhale. Release the foot as you exhale. Release your chest and your forehead to the ground with your hands beside your chest. Press slowly to your hands and your knees. And then as your knees come forward a little bit, bring your big toes together and sit all the way back to child's pose. And relax the body. Just letting gravity draw you down here. Let those hips move side to side. So we did some breath work to work on the brain. We've brought the head lower than the heart, but we're going to do that one more time. We're going to bring our hands to either side of our head. Slowly straighten the arms and bring the knees back in if you brought them wide. Preparing for tripod. So your hands are already at a shoulder distance width. Can you bring your head forward, placing the top of the head on your mat as far forward from your hands as your hands are wide widthwise. If you need a little double up of your mat, make sure there's no stick underneath your head. And then look at your elbows and make sure your elbows are right over top of your wrists. Pull your shoulders up and back away from your ears. So this might be enough, just letting the head rest on the ground and the hands rest on the ground. All 3 points equidistant. Those of you that want to take it further might be tucking the toes, lifting the knees, straightening the legs, walking the feet towards the face. Keeping those elbows hugging in, you might be able to widen the knees and let the knees rest on the arms above the elbows. Once the knees are in position, the feet might start to pull away from the ground. Maybe the heels come towards the buttocks as you kind of tuck in. Maybe you can lift your knees gently off the arms, maybe just an inch. Using the core muscles to hold that. You know, if you can hold that for a couple of breaths, you might be ready to lift the legs higher and higher. Keep those shoulders away from the ears. Keep drawing that low belly in towards the spine. And just letting that gentle pressure there on the top of your head stimulate the brain. Good. Can you let your knees come to rest on your elbows once again? Do you have the ability to start to shift the weight back into the lower part of the body and into the hands so that you can maybe even lift your head off the ground? Just options. So we move from our tripod and we try to take it back into a crow, lifting the head off the ground. And then take it back into your child's pose, and we'll attempt crow again in a moment. Good. Hands on either side of the head as you slowly come up. We're going to keep those hands rooted at a shoulder distance. Lift off the heels, tuck the toes. Come in a little closer and try to get your knees up onto the backs of the arms. Bringing weight into those hands as you look about 18 inches in front of you. Maybe you're just letting your toes stay on the ground, but letting your hands take weight. Maybe you're playing around with taking one foot at a time off the ground. Maybe eventually both feet at a time. Good work. Flying there. Keep the elbows hugging in. Keep the knees hugging in. Keep that engagement in the core. Give it one last attempt. And then lower your feet down. Sit your buttocks down. And extend those legs out. Good. Take a cross-legged seat for a moment. Let's take the arms out in front of us. Bring your thumbs into those palms. Wrap the forefingers around those thumbs. And just start to make a slow rotation around that wrist joint. But try not to move your forearm at all. So that's going to take a lot of focus and concentration because that forearm's going to want to move. Completing the exhale as you complete your circle, and then just go the other way. Try not to move those forearms. One more time around, full inhale, full exhale. Spread your fingers, take your arms out to a T. Stretch across the arms and then lower those hands down. Inhale, roll your shoulders forward and up to the ears. Exhale, let them roll back and down. Inhale, bring them forward and up. Exhale them back and down. And one more time, inhale, forward and up. Exhale, let them roll back and down. Now let's go 3 times the other way. Back and up on the inhale, forward and down on the exhale. Last rotation. Good. Lift through the crown and take your right hand behind you, preparing to twist the body. Let that right arm become like a second spine, and let's inhale the left arm up. Reach across for the outside of the leg, spiraling your chest and your head and your eyes as far to the right as they'll go. And then close the eyes and breathe. Keep the back of the neck long, chin slightly pulled back towards the throat. Good. Take another inhale, grow even taller. Exhale, twist to your furthest, and then come back to center as you inhale. Release the upper body. Cross your legs the opposite way. Left hand now behind you. Let that left arm become like a second spine. And let's inhale the right arm up, reaching across through the outside of the left leg. Turn your chest and your head and finally your eyes as far to the left as they'll go. And just breathe here. Seated twists, very different than reclined twists. A bit more active, you're doing the work rather than just surrendering to gravity. So lengthen on the inhales, twist deeper on the exhales. Go ahead, take another inhale, really lift up. Exhale, twist to your furthest. Inhale, look forward. Return to center. Extend your legs out. Give those legs a little shake. Good, and with your heels up at the top of your mat, low belly drawn in, take your arms straight out in front of you. Close your eyes and start to slowly roll your body down. Control the movement. Continue to breathe, don't hold the breath. As your shoulders start to come down, the arms can begin to lift up and stretch back. And as your head comes down, the arms reach back over the head. Take a deep breath in, stretch, stretch, stretch. Exhale, arms to the sides. Walk your feet towards you and plant your heels right in front of your buttocks. Try to find that hip distance stance with those feet. Lowering your low back towards the ground by scooping the tail. On an inhale, lift your hips towards the sky, coming up into bridge. Can you clasp your hands? Sliding one elbow at a time further under the body as you squeeze your shoulder blades together. If that's not good for your shoulders, you're just keeping your hands pressing down. Try not to splay your knees. So imagine you had your yoga block there in between the knees. Hold that imaginary block in place. Press down through the feet, press down through the arms and shoulders, and even press down through the back of the head and push your chest closer to your chin. Go ahead, take another inhale, rise up on the toes, send your arms to a T, and then roll out slowly, one vertebra at a time. Let your heels come down. Walk your feet as wide as your mat is wide, and let your knees fall towards each other. Arms are still at a T. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, let both your knees melt to the right as you turn your head to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale, knees to the left, head to the right. Inhale to center. Exhale, knees right, head left. Inhale to come up. And then knees to the left, head is turning to the right. Inhale, come back up. Let your knees go to the right, let your head turn to the left, and just relax in that right side twist. Letting your whole body melt downwards. So there's two different options you can do in this right side twist. You can pick up the right foot and place it on the left knee, or you can even opt to walk your left foot a little further out to the left, which helps to bring your left knee more in line with your left hip. See what feels good, what gives you a good stretch, and just breathe there. Head is turned to the left, legs are melting to the right. Try to relax through that left hip and hip flexor. Try to relax through the low back. If you picked up your right foot, gently place it back down. If you walked your left foot out to the left, bring it back to the edge of your mat and inhale to center. Exhale, legs go to the left as the head turns to the right. Keep both shoulders heavy and relaxed. And did you do a modification on the other side, picking up the left foot perhaps? Or maybe you're walking the right foot out to the right a little bit more. Find that place of comfortable discomfort. And just begin to relax and release and let go. Let go of tension you're holding in the hips and low back. Let go of tension that you're holding in the shoulders and the neck. Let go of any residual tension in the face and jaw. Just feel your body melting downwards. And if you brought the left foot up, gently release it. If you walked the right foot out, bring it back in. On an inhale, come through center. Walk your feet towards each other. Turn your palms down to the ground. Draw your knees into your chest, keeping your arms to a T. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, lower your legs to the right, but hover them as you turn your head to the left. So try to keep the legs flexed and active, squeezing them together, challenging those oblique muscles to do some work for you. Good. Press into both arms. Inhale, bring the knees up from the right, head comes up from the left, and then change sides and hover your legs over to the left as you squeeze those legs together. Squeeze the knees together. Hold those feet up off the ground. Push into those hands. Inhale to center. And now we move. Knees right, head left. Inhale to center. Exhale, legs left, head to the right. Inhale, come up. Take your legs all the way to the right, and before your left shoulder lifts, set your feet down. Palms can turn up or stay turned down, your choice, and just breathe here. Every version of our twist can feel just a little different. So notice how this one feels different than the last one or the seated one. Maybe after several breaths, you can squeeze the knees a little closer to the chest or to the right arm. Maybe you want to take your right hand, reach for the outside of that left knee or thigh, and use the weight of your own arm to carry those legs down just a bit more. But be very conscious of keeping that left shoulder nice and heavy. Both sides of the chest facing the sky above you. Relax. Relax. Good. Take another really long, slow, deep breath in. Filling, filling, filling. Open the mouth. Let it all go. And then press both palms down as you inhale to center. And as you exhale, change sides. Let your legs come all the way to the left. Let your head turn to the right. Before your right shoulder lifts, set your feet down. Turn your palms up if you'd like. And just relax here. Take several slow, deep breaths. Not being in a rush to go further. Just taking time for your body to acclimatize, to adjust, to let go. And after several breaths, maybe the knees can come closer to the chest or left arm. Maybe you want to add the weight of the left hand to the outside of that right knee or thigh. Just breathe. Soften and melt. Notice where you're holding tension in your body still. Direct your breath to that area and try to relax some of that tension away. Good. Take another really long, slow, deep breath in. Fill, fill, fill. Open the mouth. Let it all go. Press into both palms. Inhale to center. Reach for the knees with the hands. Rock a couple times from side to side. Good. Roll back to center. Bring your forehead towards your knees. Wrap your arms more tightly around those legs and take one more deep breath in. Hold the breath, engage every muscle one last time, and then let all of the tension go. Let all of the effort go. Make your way into Shavasana, corpse pose, and relax. Relax. Relax your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your legs. Legs and feet are relaxed. Relax your hips. Relax your buttocks. Relax your pelvis. Hips, buttocks, and pelvis are relaxed. Relax your belly. Relax your chest. Belly and chest are relaxed. Relax your low back. Relax your upper back. The entirety of the back is relaxed. Relax your hands. Relax your arms. Hands and arms are relaxed. Relax your shoulders. Relax your neck. Shoulders and neck are relaxed. Relax the face. Relax the scalp. Face and scalp are relaxed. Relax the brain. Relax the heart. Brain and heart are relaxed. The entire body is relaxed. Start to breathe deeply. Start to move your fingers and your toes. Start to wake up your body even more, moving hands and feet, wrists and ankles. Let your head turn side to side. And as you roll your head back to center, slide your legs together and point your toes, reach the arms over your head, and take a long deep breath in, stretch everything out, and then relax the arms down. Draw your knees to your chest. Hug them in and rock from side to side. Roll all the way onto your right side and pause. The eyes are still closed. Press into your left palm and your right elbow. Make your way slowly to a seated position that you can be comfortable in. The spine is long. The shoulders relaxed and down, away from the ears. Bring your palms together, your hands at your heart. And take a moment here thanking yourself for this practice tonight. Send a thank you out to those beside you who came to join you. Thank you for allowing me to share these teachings of yoga with you. The divine light within me graciously honors that same divine light within you. Namaste. Folding forward, we seal in our practice. And once we've sealed it in, we also let it go. No need to judge it or compare it. Thanks for coming. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Hopefully our brains feel a little better, a little clearer. Feels a little cooler somehow. I don't know. Happy Monday. Thank you. It was perfect. A little warm, but not bad. Maybe about an hour before class, but it was literally just sprinkles. Closer up towards like the expressway, it was raining a bit more.